Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. How'd they get past us? I mean, how didn't we see them? Why are there so many beds in this house?
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Brazell.
How's everyone getting on these days?
Maleficent, Estelle, and Joshua.
What brings you to our neck of the woods? Does it come to see Tio? I should be doing German, but for some reason I just did some sort of pseudo-Italian.
We were actually just chatting with her outside.
To tell the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Brazell the guild referral, and Joshua explains that they are here to take over for their father while he's away. Is that so? Don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt.
Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. And taking care of monsters is right up our alley.
The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright, then go ahead and have at it. I keep switching voices, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brazell. Then could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been attacking your fields?
I haven't been able to get a good look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on.
They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me.
Actually, no, it sounds like exactly what we've been fighting, those air cats. Since they appear only under cover at night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Then, how about taking a load off until, well then?
I assume you'll also be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Brazell. I can't wait.
You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Hopefully this will let us heal up.
Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook for whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. With the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think this is a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it gives him points in my book. You really think so? Hold on. My eye itches a little bit and I gotta deal with that. Think about it. The striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair. It's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this. How utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I would imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. The fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I?
Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds.
Alright, I'm coming. I'll be right back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful out there, Estelle. She's either completely out of touch with the manners of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him.
It seems as though the monsters always show up around this time. We'd better go outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle?
I'm gonna ask Joshua. You don't have to have any secrets you're not telling me about, are you?
Come on now, where are you coming up with this stuff?
Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word.
Estelle.
So, if there's ever anything on your mind you want to talk to me about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with the love knife and whatnot.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out of here so we can kick some mustard pie.
What kind of nonsense is Tio putting in that girl's head? Secrets, huh?
Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So, Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds?
Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first, and then move on to the field, stable, and greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way.
Alright, let's go!
I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here.
Glow of the ornaments sure give this place a romantic ambience. It makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here.
Oh, you definitely are a ditz, Estelle.
Or at least it's better than being dense like someone I know.
Nothing in here? Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay.
No monsters here.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Psst, look. Meow. It's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball.
I can still sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment.
Oh, good. He's about to get caught. I got him. I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson.
Here's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down. Oh, hey. Oh, hell.
Here I
KO! Yeah, no, we're not gonna fall for that. Besides, you won't be needing to play dead by the time we get done with this. Ah, dang it, I don't have any Pokeballs on me.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Maybe we should wash that dirty carrot.
Oh. You. My goodness.
My goodness. Yes. The work of a bracelet is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters.
I have no idea what I'm saying.
It was nothing, really. I wanted to ask you, though, now that they're caught, what do you plan on doing with them? Now that we've given these creatures a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause much more trouble.
Estelle, how's that going to benefit anyone? How's that going to benefit anyone if we show those creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? In any case, we're handed to the job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself?
I see what you're getting at, but... You know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so... What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know? After a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson.
Wait, why would you let them go? Keep them as pets. You know, tame them.
Deal, Mrs. Purcell?
In this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I'm just gonna read this normally. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. Now, you know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these creatures just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffer the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again.
And that's that. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram!
Well, I consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? Two of you are more than welcome to spend the night.
Sounds good to me.
I appreciate your hospitality.
Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone.
You talking about what happened outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's.
No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. And like you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. Oh, please, dude. It's times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me. Some part of my heart is broken or something.
Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself!
Estelle?
I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years. And I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you just to disregard everything with a bunch of monsters. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again.
I'm sorry, it was foolish of me to say that.
As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt.
Why?
Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything yourself. It's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family.
Still,
Joshua, you're able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learn to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy.
I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that.
I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop.
Alright then. Have a good night, Estelle. And thanks.
You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight.
Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please, don't worry about it anymore. We're able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you out with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you some of my best cooking for the next time you come.
Thanks for the invitation to you and Mrs. Brazell.
We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start the next.
Sounds like a plan. On to the next one.
And with that, I'll see you later with some more Brandish, the Dark Revenant.